My name is Milesh Silva and I'm from Visual Communication Department. The reason I joined AOD was because I felt like I had a lot of ideas, but I didn't know what to do with them. And when I saw the programs that AOD offered, it sort of gave me a way of putting those ideas into use and executing them. And throughout the last 3 years that I spent at AOD, I found a way of taking my ideas and putting them to the conceptual side of my designs. So the main problem that I chose to go with, I was looking at a lot of domestic abuse problems, and I was narrowing it down to something that I could actually make a difference and change. And I came across the kafala system, which is a system that basically takes people from developing countries, mostly South Asian countries and African countries, and sort of takes them to the Middle East and makes them work for really cheap prices, and just they abuse them, exploit them, and so much more. So when I was looking into this problem, I was trying to find which part of this problem that I wanted to solve, because it's a big problem that isn't solvable with just one design solution. And I was looking at what these local women especially were leaving behind and going when they went to these countries. And it was their children, their families, and the reason they went to these countries is to be able to sort of earn for their families and be able to provide for their families, because the minimum contract is usually 2 years. So they'd be spending 2 years away from their family. So I wanted my solution to be something that sort of almost rewards them for going there, because they go there sometimes, they are not able to get their money that they worked so hard for. And most of the time what happens is they get stuck in these countries, unable to return back. They get stuck at the embassy. So my main design solution was to be able to bring these workers back to their homes, back to their families. And the main insight that I was working with is the fact that after talking to these workers and through primary research, I found out that most of these workers meet each other in these foreign countries at weddings and other functions that homeowners have. And one thing that they all told me was that they sort of communicate between each other, and they try to help each other to escape. So with that in mind, my main concept that I was working with for the rest of my project was that collaboration among workers, like people in unfamiliar environments working together who are from the same place. So this was my main situation to make my solution work at. So I wanted something that they could use when they met each other to be able to communicate between each other. So first, my main solution was a henna print, because I needed it to be secretive and something that won't stand out, but also something that these workers will be able to identify. So I created a henna print that only a Sri Lankan, in this case, would sort of be able to identify. And then after that, the next step was getting these workers to sort of see this henna print and get used to it, so that they can identify it when they are abroad. So then I did a secret advertising campaign where I, keeping with the theme of collaboration, I collaborated with Sri Lankan companies and products that these workers use on a daily basis, like biscuits and toothpaste, incense sticks. And I use these products to advertise this henna print on the back of the packaging. And this was something I did to get them familiarized with the henna design. So the next step in my solution was a way for them to be able to take this henna print and take it abroad secretly. So in addition to it being a henna print, I went ahead and made it a henna sticker, because it's easier for these workers, because not everyone can draw henna prints. So what I made as a packaging to carry these henna prints was a photo frame that these workers could put the henna sticker and a picture of their loved ones or family in. And this came from another insight about the fact that these workers don't really trust official organizations like recruitment agencies, because they could be bribed and these workers could be put in a worse situation than they are already in. So I created these photo frames to sign off a good gesture. Also, gift giving sort of helps build trust really soon, because there's not a lot of time for these workers to be able to work with the agency to build their trust up. And in addition to that, I also created a short film that sort of takes you through my problem, my solution, and how my solution is used. After that, I was looking at my extension. Um, I went through another observation that I made, that not a lot of flights, that like commercial flights, like not every seat in that flight is usually booked. Whole theme of collaboration, I decided to collaborate with Sri Lankan Airlines, and the flights that come from these Middle Eastern countries that have empty seats. Like if you show that henna sticker at the embassy, it's basically like a ticket, your ticket back home. That if there are empty seats, like the workers can get on that and get back home. And that's what I was thinking for my design extension. This solution isn't exactly like a final solution, it's just a step in that direction. What I hope will happen is that after this solution sort of takes off, there will be more awareness spread out, and these workers will be able to go to these countries and actually treat it like a normal job and not like a prison when they go there, and for them to be able to return back to their families. As for my future aspirations, at the moment I'm still in the process of exploring and finding my exact niche, but because I did visual communication, it opens up a lot of avenues for me to explore, and hopefully someday I want to be in a place where I can explore my creativity freely. As for my future aspirations, at the moment I plan on working in the advertising industry, but I want to keep exploring as I work and find a niche that I really sort of connect with, and I want to be able to explore my creativity freely, and hopefully I'm able to be in a place where I can make a big impact through my creative direction. Thank you.